Hi, I did 2 videos so far about a dream that I had where I was being chased by Obama because I was revealing his secret um, to the world. And this is the 3rd video I'm going to do about that dream. I meant to include the things I'm going to say in my last video, but I was so emotional that I left a lot out. And I've been debating these few days on whether I should do a 3rd video. And I felt God constantly telling me to do a 3rd video. So I'm getting it done right now to be obedient to God. So I'll put the first 2 videos in that in the description box and in the comment section. Please see those if you haven't. And then see those first before seeing this one so you can understand, because I'm not going to go over those videos. So basically, when I talked about going in the toilet, I neglected to say that the toilet turned into a portal. Of course, we can't fit down the toilet. And then also when I went in the swimming section, through the plumbing system in the swimming area, there was another swimming pool I had to go through. It also turned into a portal. Okay, it like opened up to this huge portal. And this is important because there's a demon called Belphegor, and I have discussed this demon in another video. I've had a few dreams about this demon, and I'll put at least one video that I talked about this demon in the description box. I also know which person this demon is, which is not a person, it's a demon. You know, and I have to say this real quick, and I know it's going to sound crazy, but eventually the veil will be lifted and you all will start seeing these people. They're not people. You will start seeing these demons, okay? They look like people, they feel like people, you know, but they're not people. They're demons. They're real demons. And actually, one of the books that the Lord led me to read is the book of Joshua. And if you go read the book of Joshua chapter 23, you'll see how Satan himself had at one point turned into a body of water. And it talks about how Abraham was in the water. He could feel the water. It felt like real water, but it was all devil, okay? These devils look like real humans, and a lot of people are not grasping that. They can shapeshift to look like family members, to look, you know, there could have been a real person before, a real, you know, celebrity person, or, you know, I've seen these demons and pastors that are demons, politicians, celebrities, actors, all of that. And there could have been a real person before, but then they shapeshift and take over that person's life. And who knows what that person is. Sacrifice to the devil, I don't know, but I'm telling you, these people, these things are not human at all. There is no human in them at all. And I cannot stress that enough, because every single time I mention this, they say, well, why don't you pray for them? I'm not going to pray for a demon. I think you guys are not understanding what I'm saying to you. Okay? These are the demons that were kicked out of heaven. Okay? And I just got to say that. I cannot say it enough, because people are not understanding. They've been here thousands of years. They was worshipped throughout the Bible in different names. And they are here today. Okay? They did not come down here mating with women looking like E.T. They look like humans. They know how to look like humans. And, you know, some of them did change their nature, the ones that created the Nephilim, because they wanted to have children. Okay, I don't think the regular demons can have children, but I think, you know, the Nephilim changed their nature so they can, I mean, not Nephilim, the ones that created the Nephilim. But anyway, I have to do a whole nother video to explain all of this stuff, because I cannot go over it enough. But no, I'm not going to pray for Beyonce or any other demon, because they're real demons, okay? And I'm sorry. People just are not understanding that. Please pray about it and do not worship these people. Eventually the veil will be open. Lots of people are prophesying about it. I'm not the only one. the veil will be lifted and everyone will see them, not just a few of us. And I will say this too, because I have to say it. I did a video where my daughter saw a cross on my head. Since I have done that video, I have had several people private message me and tell me that they have the same gift. I have had several people private message me and tell me that they also can see through flesh and see real demons, that they don't see the flesh, they see the real demons. So very few people are speaking out about this, and I am really urging you guys to come forth, because you can really help out those of us that are saying something, because I have so many other things I want to say and people I want to expose, but I can't, because we can't even get past Beyonce, you know, so I can't even do that, and I really could use some help. So those of you who are hearing me, please come forward. But anyway, this demon has been shown to me many, many times. Belphegor sits on the toilet, is known as the Lord of the Gap. It blocks things. It blocks finances, it can block memories. This demon is the one responsible when you can't remember your dreams. You know, any types of blockage, even sink problems. I talked about a lot of it already. Something about this demon, I have not understood this yet, and remember in my memories, because it was after I went through the plumbing system. I had to get through the plumbing system, which this demon blocks the plumbing system. You have a lot of plumbing and backage problems because of this demon, Belphegor. And I had to get through that, and then I was able to have all my memories of who I was before coming to this earth, okay? So it's something about that. So I really feel like God is calling me to come against this demon. And I probably pray against this demon every single day of my life. And I urge you all to do the same. You know, and ask God to send the governing angel of this demon, Belphegor, and bind it and cast it in outer darkness, you know, in the name of Jesus. So anyway, that was something I forgot, that it turns into a portal. The next thing is, and I'm just reading my notes. While I was going down, getting all my memories, what happened was I finished through the plumbing system, and I was going down this, like, it's hard for me to explain. It's like I was going down a part of the building that was on an incline, like I was sliding down, like a huge slide on an incline. It was weird. But anyway, all my memories came back, okay? Everything about who I was before this earth came back to me. Unfortunately, I cannot remember that right now. I only remember bits and pieces, but I knew in the dream that I remembered everything. And everything I remembered, I've shared, and I will share a little bit more. And I'm sharing everything. And I'm going to say this too, because somebody reached out to me and said that I shouldn't share things on YouTube because I was giving the enemy information and all this and that. Let me tell you something. The enemy has way more information than we have. I guarantee you that, okay? They have I dealt with a witch before. I didn't know she was a witch, of course. But this woman knew all about me. She kept saying, oh, you're a queen, you're this, you're that. She knew all about me. These devils already know these things. If they didn't know these things, they wouldn't make movies like the 4400 and one other movie I'm about to get into, movies like Thor and all this stuff that I've already talked about. They already know this. God is not stupid, you guys. He only gives us very few little bits of pieces. You know, the Bible says, believe on the prophets and so shall ye prosper. What he gives us, we're meant to share unless he specifically tells us not to. Now, I will be honest, I don't share everything because God tells me not to. But what he gives me and tells me to share, like this experience, he wants me to share it, okay? And that is not so much, if he tells you not to share it, it's not so much that the enemy doesn't know it. They most likely know it already. It's just that, you know, the people aren't ready to hear it. You know, they just aren't ready. We need to get past Beyonce. But anyway, so everything that we have in our dreams and visions, you have to know that they already know. And devils can read minds. That is a myth, that devils cannot read minds. They can read minds and they can communicate with us in our minds. They can tempt us in our minds. Yes, they already know this. God is not stupid, okay? He's just giving us little bits and pieces. So as I was going down and getting all of my memories back, I saw myself in a group that looked like the Avengers. And where I was a member. And I saw myself volunteer. I didn't say this before. I saw myself saying, I will go down into the earth. And I said it with such authority. I don't know what I was before this earth. I mean, I've been shown I was a queen, but, I don't know if I'm going to become a queen, but I've been shown myself as a queen many times. But I know before this earth, I was this Avenger type group. And whoever I was full of authority. I mean, I did not talk like I do now, with a little Chicago twang. But I saw myself say, I will go down into the earth. And so I volunteered to do that. And then, I was sent into the earth as a mission, on a mission. Okay, I'm just reading my notes. Okay, and another thing, too, is as I got my memories back, in the dream, what I did not say is that as soon as I got my memories back, you guys, I walked right into, now I don't know what happened between getting my memories, we get the rapture and everything. I'm just saying what I was shown in the dream. I know it's other things that probably took place before what I'm about to say. Yes, I agree with that. But what I saw in the dream is I got all my memories back, and I walked right into my group, this Avenger type group, and I started reporting like it was nothing. I didn't even skip a beat. I totally remembered everything of who I was. Totally remembered I was in this earth as a mission. I did not have a moment to say, oh, wow, I can't believe this. Oh, no, what is going on? I didn't have none of that. I walked right into that room and did not skip a beat after getting my memories, and did my report about my findings into the earth and everything. Okay, also, I knew that when I got back to my group, I knew some others had gotten back before me. And I knew that because as soon as I walked into the room, I surveyed the room. And I'm telling you, you guys, my brain, and I've had this experience in others, I've had the same experience in other experiences where my brain thinks like a computer or something, like super fast. And I just viewed the room in like 2 seconds as I'm walking in, not even 2 seconds. And I knew who was there and who was not there. And I just surveyed the room really quick. And I knew, the people that weren't back, I knew who they were. And then, and the people that were back before me. I said maybe we went to the wedding feast first. I just knew that my mission was up, so I went back. So, and I do believe that part of my mission, what I was shown in that dream, is telling the world whatever Obama's secret is, his secret. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know his secret. That dream did not tell me what his secret was. And I honestly don't know if it's something I've already been saying, or if it's some new secret that, that I need to figure out. So I've been really, really praying about that God can help me, because definitely I want to get done with whatever I need to get done, because I want to get out of here. Okay? Going over my notes. I was in a group of elite soldiers where we boldly went before God the Father to converse. I saw that. As I was going down getting my memories, I saw how we just boldly just walked up to God the Father. I didn't get to see his face. He was like sitting in his giant chair, and he was shadowed out, but I knew it was him. And we just walked right in there. We was just talking to him like it was nothing. And it reminded me of movies like Thor, movies like even Lord of the Rings. And, I'm drawing a blank right now. But it's a lot of movies where they show like the God figure and with this white hair, and how the characters like Thor and his family and everything could just go right up to him. And in Thor, that was the father with the white hair. And then, the wizard in Lord of the Rings. And you guys, I don't watch this stuff now. It was back when I was in the world. But the enemy is doing that for a reason, showing all of these figures with this white hair, because it represents God the Father. Of course, he's twisting it all the time. But yeah, that is what I saw. We just walked right up to him and was talking to him like it was nothing. I didn't see what we was talking about. There's 144,000 of us, right? When I went and saw my group, I did not see 144,000 people. If I had to guess how many people I saw, I would probably say, maybe at the most 30. So I cannot say that all of the 144,000 are spies. And I think I said that in my last video. I don't know that for certain. I just know that my group were. Because I saw us when I made the decision to go back into the earth, we were in a circle. And what I didn't say is I was not the only one making that decision. I saw other people making the decision. And we was in this circle, and it was this giant table. And I was going to get to this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. If you remember movies like Star Wars, because what I didn't say before, because I honestly forgot, is when I went back to my group, I felt like I was on a giant spaceship. Okay? And that's what it felt like. And I just heard a video today by Sharing the Gifts, and he said the exact same thing. Oh my goodness. He said that he was on a spaceship before the earth. He was on a spaceship. And I want to try to find that video and put it in the description box as well. But it's definitely confirmation to me, to the dream that I had. Because it felt like a spaceship. And there was this giant table. And in Star Wars, the movie, you see the images like a 3D image coming out of the table. But in my dream, the images was in the table. Like it was this giant table. We was looking in the table, and I knew we was surveying the whole universe. Now, I don't remember what the universe looked like, but I remember knowing we was looking at the universe. And I made the decision and said I will go back, I will go into the earth. And then other people was volunteering as well. So that is what I saw. Okay. Okay. Jesus, I remember as I was going down getting my memories, I also saw a silhouette of Jesus, and I saw him with a crown, and I saw us referring to him as King and referring to him as God. And I'm telling you guys the honest truth. The majority of my life, I feel like I have always referred to God, to Jesus as King. Like all the time, the King. I don't even know why, but that is exactly what I saw in this dream. We was calling him that. So that was another thing. And we was all very serious and very authoritative. So, questions come to mind like, how intimate, what was our intimacy like? I'm just asking myself a whole ton of questions like that. Like, with all this authority and, seriousness, what was the intimacy like? Because definitely I love the Lord, and I love our intimate relationship that I have with him. So I wonder, what it was like then. After I had this dream, I went offline for a little bit. Just off of YouTube, and I can say, normally I comment on everybody's comments, but guys, my brain was just overloaded, and I'm sorry. I did read everybody's comments, but I probably didn't comment on any of them because, but I did read them because I was just so emotional. So, please excuse me for that. And, I'm wondering things like, how old am I? I mean, just the questions that come in your mind when you realize you was alive before coming into the earth. You start thinking things like, am I older than the Nephilim? How old am I? How long have I been working with God? Just all these questions coming into my mind that I don't know. And I'll say this again. I believe that the devils know. I believe they know way more than us. But God gives us what we need. And that is so true. I asked God once if I can go back to see the Tower of Babel, and I still pray that he will if he let me. And he told me very plainly, he said, for what? Because I had no reason really. I mean, what am I going to minister? The Tower of Babel, unless there's a reason for me to minister about it. But I wanted to see, where all the different races went and when they was scattered. And I wanted to know what was the main language. We had one language, and Noah was alive back then. And a lot of the greats, and, I want to see what Nimrod looked like. Was he really a giant? And I just had a whole bunch of questions. I wanted to see where the Tower of Babel was at now because, the book of Joshua was saying it's still on the earth somewhere. So, I've been thinking it's Vatican City. Like, I've been thinking Vatican City itself sits on it. It's supposed to be 60 miles in circumference, So I had a lot of questions, and he just said, for what? So, I just had a lot of questions, and, trying not to have too many questions because, I don't want to ask God things that are too high for me. I want to stay focused on, the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, and then I also wonder how many missions I have been on, like this mission on this earth. Okay, and then because one of the things in the dream is as I was getting my memories, I remember the first memory that I had is I said, I've done this before. That was the first thing that came. I've done this before. So it was like telling me that, I've been on that mission before, this same mission. So what does that mean? How many universes are there? I don't know, but I think honestly that we can't remember who we are because we've been hidden. But now the enemy knows who the 144,000 is. Okay, anybody who's thinking that they need to be in a box, you just don't know. The enemy knows who we are by now. He knows who we are. Okay, and that's why God is revealing to us who we are, because the enemy knows. We've been hidden. We've been in secret. We have been in families where we have looked like nobodies. We have, even though I have my little chemical engineering degree, that's nothing. And, we have been, blended in. That's what being a spy is all about. We was born with a Bible in our mouth and speaking in tongues, then, everybody in the world would know that we was somebody. So God has definitely had us hidden. So, but now is the time. And I'm really excited about it because I really feel like we're going to be out of here soon. So, these devils have been waiting thousands of years. They on their way to hell. They're desperate for information. So God is really only feeding us bits and pieces because he doesn't want to give them too much information anyway. So I really don't think you guys need to worry about that. And I have to say this too, because I did expose Beyonce as a demon. And I need to say something that I keep forgetting. Chris Brown and Justin Bieber are not demons. Okay? They may be MK Ultra. They may be full of demons, but they are not demons. Because they still look like humans through their, their flesh. They look like humans. When I say a person is a demon, I mean they're a real demon. There's no flesh there. Pray for Chris Brown, pray for Justin Bieber, because they are human, okay? And pray that they get released from MK Ultra or whatever they under, if they under anything like that, okay?